Precession of Equinoxes. The solstices and equinoxes do not occur against the same star background, but gradually process. This phenomena is known as the precession of the equinoxes, and the complete cycle takes around 25,920 years. Isaac Newton determined the rate 1 degree per 72 years. The first day of spring in the Northern Hemisphere was once marked by the 0 point of the Zodiac. Astronomers call this the vernal equinox, and it occurs as the ecliptic and celestial equator intersect on approximately March 21st. Around 600 BC, the 0 point was in Aries and was called the first point of Aries. Mithras and Precession. Persian God Mithras was the personification of the force responsible for the precession of the equinoxes. Since from the geocentric perspective the precession appears to be a movement of the entire cosmic sphere, the force responsible for it most likely would have been understood as being hypercosmic, beyond or outside of the cosmos. Since Mithras must be out of cosmos to shift the equinoxes, to turn the wheel, he became identified with the Platonic hypercosmic sun. Thus in Mithraism there are two suns, sun of night and sun of day, sun visible and sun invisible, yellow sun and black sun. Precession. Changing gates of sky, Cancer and Capricorn. There is an old idea that relates to Cancer and Capricorn being the entry-exit points of the soul. One important aspect of the constellation of Capricorn is that it was one of the two gates of the gods. Astrological gates are where the Milky Way and the Zodiac intersect. Souls are said to ascend after death through the gate of Capricorn to return through the gate of Cancer. As the sign of the sun's greatest elevation, Cancer was considered nearest to the highest point of heaven, thus the constellation was recognized as the gate of men through which souls descended to earth from heaven. The opposite constellation, Capricorn, represented the gate of the gods, where souls of the departed ascended back to heaven. In Hermetic philosophy, where Moon is the planetary ruler of Cancer, as the final realm in which incarnating souls acquire shape and form in birth. Similarly, the sphere of Saturn, the planetary ruler of Capricorn, is seen as the final realm in which ascending souls free themselves from earthly trappings upon death. Esoterically speaking, John and Jesus, born at the poles of the year, symbolize our two natures, mortal and immortal, like Castor and Pollux. The soul descends into matter in John's sign, Cancer, home of the crib and the asses, and journeys back to its source through Capricorn, the sign of Christ and the winter solstice. Ian Begg, The Cult of the Black Virgin. But because of precession of equinoxes these gates changed. Albert Pike explained in Morals and Dogma that in the age of Pisces, due to the precession of the equinoxes, the gates of the gods became Gemini and Sagittarius. Precession and why Olympian gods and titans fought. Cronus devouring his children represented a change in skies that is visible. One thought to consider was that the gods were in heaven. Ancient people could see 7 planets with the naked eye, without telescopes. As the 7 planets move across the heavens, they mark out the circle of the zodiac. Planet Saturn, or Cronus, marks the circle of the zodiac into 30 sections over 30 years. Planet Jupiter, or Zeus, marks the circle of the zodiac into 12 sections over 12 years. These are the 12 houses of the zodiac. The 12 great gods of the pantheon each had a house, or temple, in the sky according. Over many centuries, with precession of the equinoxes, the wobble of Earth's pole causes all of the sky to slowly shift and move. This means the 12 houses of the great gods slowly slide from one constellation to another. The location of the North Pole and everything else also slowly slides into different constellations. Ancient stories of the gods no longer matched the observable heavens. In the story of Saturn devouring his children, we find that Jupiter becomes the new king and ruler of the gods, assigning each a place in the heavens. So, divide the heavens by motions of planet Jupiter, into 12 sections. We also are given the list of children who were eaten, and the order they are vomited out. So assign each of the 12 great gods to these 12 sections of the zodiac in this order. Then you will know where the gods are, where they are located in heaven. You will know which constellation belongs to which deity. The constellations of the 12 houses of the zodiac are different today than 1,000 years ago. 1,000 years in the future, they will be different again, due to the slow drift of the heavens. Priests and people had to keep track of such things. So they had to find a story why gods were replaced by some other gods.